Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today?
Pretty good so far. Can't complain. My morning coffee.
One thing
Enjoying.
I must say, you look awesome.
Oh, thank you. I actually need a haircut. I was like, I need to wear a hat because my hair is a little wild
Yeah,
today.
I like the
Thank
tattoo.
you. Oh, thank you. I have so many.
Yeah,
But,
it suits you.
where are you from?
I am from India. Where are you from?
So I'm from United States, but I'm currently living in Thailand. So that's why it's
Okay,
morning time for me.
is Thailand a good place to live?
In my opinion, for me personally, yes. I think it's a beautiful country. Compared to America, it's way less inexpensive. The great food, great, good people.
Which language they speak in Thailand?
They speak Thai language.
And you know only English and Spanish.
Yeah, they speak English. You'd be surprised how many people speak English here.
Yeah, and you also know Spanish language, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, my first language was Spanish, and then I learned English, and then right now I'm currently learning Thai language.
Yeah, you can learn as many language you want. You can learn. It's good.
Yeah, and they say that once you learn one like the second language, the third language and the fourth language become much easier to learn.
Yeah. You can understand the process where you should focus that you can learn the language easily. It will be easier for you after learning the second language. You're right.
Right.
What do
How
you
many?
do?
What do you mean?
Like actually, are you a teacher or what do you do? What is your profession?
Yeah. So currently right now Cambly is my profession at teaching English. Besides that, I'm kind of just living my lifestyle, living my life. I do. I'm here in Thailand doing Muay Thai. Besides, that's about it.
And are you full time here?
Yeah, 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 of course. I'm usually Monday through Friday. Typically, when I'm not traveling, in the coming up days, I'm going to Vietnam, so I will be traveling. But I will be on here for about like 4 or 5 hours per day.
Okay, I want to know one thing from you. Can you suggest me any movie that I can watch? I have already watched a lot of movies, so I want to know a good movie that I can watch.
It depends on what kind of genre do you
Like
like.
I like adventure movie. There are a little mystery, something like that.
Mystery. Well, there's some good TV shows on Netflix. I don't know if you have Netflix, but I can give you the names of the TV shows. They're actually uh, mysterious and kind of action. There's a TV show I'm currently watching. It's in English. It's in English. It's called The OA. Let me type it. Uh, the OA. Really good. Really good. Really good show. Um, Another one, Code 8 Part 2. This one's a movie.
Is that
It's
available on Hotstar?
on where?
Hotstar. Like there is in Netflix in India, we use most of the people use Hotstar.
To be honest, I wouldn't be able to know. I never heard of that website.
Okay, because I use that one.
Hmm. What
Have you
exactly
ever
is
been
that?
to India? Okay, it is like it is like OTT platform that where you can watch all the movie you want online,
Hmm. Oh,
like that.
okay. Yeah, no, no. For me, I personally don't know. I wouldn't be able to know, but I think if you look online, you definitely will be able to find something.
Yeah, I can do that because most of the movie I download from I do not watch that online. So whatever is available on YouTube, I watch. Otherwise, I have to download that one. Okay, have you
So
ever been
tell,
to India?
I have not. I was just about to tell you, tell you no, I have not.
Do you want to come?
Mm, I think maybe more in the future. I have been to Nepal, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's near to Nepal. You can come whenever you want. You can come. It's a good place to come. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. It would be nice to visit because it's a what is it called? It'd be a different experience for me.
Yeah, where you want to come?
Maybe next year because so this year, this weekend, I will
Which
go to
place? Have you
Vietnam.
decided any place that you want to come? Any place have you decided?
Not yet, not yet to be honest.
Two things you are going to enjoy if you want to come to India. One is food, second thing the nature, and there are beautiful places you are going to enjoy.
Yeah, to me, I think I definitely would like to visit where they have statue, like not statues, um, like temples and like nature and stuff like that. I like nature.
Have you ever taught to Indian student?
Um, I used to back then. I haven't really had any like actually the first person from India that I've had in a couple of months actually. But I
Okay,
usually no, I lied. I actually had two girls from India.
because I think Camly is famous in India. I think most of the people know about Camly. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
What do you
one
mean?
thing it is, most of the Indian people cannot afford it, which it is expensive. But there are a lot of students they use Camly.
Mhm.
That's why. It is a good application. It is easy to use. You can talk to anyone you want. You can see their introduction, and your introduction was good, and you look also good. That's why I thought
Right.
today will be a great morning. I thought.
So about how much is the cost of Cambly for you guys?
I think one time if you want to talk, 250 rupees. I think $3 something.
Okay, per class.
Yes,
Wow, that's quite a lot.
yes. That's what I said you. That's why most of the Indian people cannot afford this.
Right. Yeah,
$3 is very expensive.
what happened?
One class $3 it is very expensive.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I wouldn't be able to pay that either.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And one thing I want to know: do you like to read books?
Um, Sometimes I'm not I used to back then, not anymore, just because I travel. I prefer paper books than reading books on my phone. But back then, yes, I did used to read books. Why do
Reading is a
you
good.
ask?
I just want to know. I think you like to you're a person. You look like you spend most of the time outside, like camping, and you like riding. I have that kind of feeling.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. No, I usually, I actually went to the reason I went to Nepal was because I was getting certified as a yoga instructor. So I did 200 hours in yoga in Nepal, learned about meditation. I like hanging out in nature, waterfalls, hikes, etc.
Like that vibe is coming from you that you love such type of thing.
What do you mean?
Like when we see people, some vibes comes. Like when I first time saw you, I understood your person. Like you like to spend time outside. Like you look awesome. I said that
Oh,
one.
thank you. Thank you. So
And
tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I am a teacher. I teach just my student how to speak English. I'm an English teacher.
Really?
But I teach in my native language. You teach in English, but I teach in my native language, Odia. I'm from Odisha, eastern part of India.
Right, I know. I heard that in India, there's a lot of different dialogues of the language.
Yeah, because if you talk about Odia student, they face a lot of problem while speaking. So it will be easy for them if a teacher will teach them in their native language and they can understand every single thing they want. That's why I teach in my native language. Also, I teach in Hindi and sometimes I teach in English. So it's good.
Wow. You teach a little bit of everything. It's good that you're
Yeah.
teaching though.
Yeah, when you teach, you feel good. Just I love to teach, so that's my passion.
Mhm. That's good. I think when you're eager to teach other people about your knowledge, it's a good thing because you're sharing with other people about your experiences, what you're good at.
But
How
one thing
how
I
long
want to
have you
tell
been?
you, yeah,
Yeah, go
okay, you
ahead.
can first you go ahead. You can ask the question, then I'll ask you the next one.
Yeah, of course. How long have you been a teacher for, or how long have you
It
been
it it,
sharing
ha-
your
it has
knowledge?
been yeah, it has been 3 years, 3 to 4 years, I think.
Wow. Wow. And how I'm assuming the experience has been amazing, right?
Yeah, it is really good. I teach on WhatsApp, I teach online, I teach on YouTube, so it is good.
Oh, you also teach on YouTube.
Yes, I teach on YouTube. In only in my native language. Also, sometime I teach on Instagram. It is like it depends.
Right. No,
Yeah.
it's good that it's good that you're keeping different options for yourself to teach in other places.
Nowadays, because there is a great opportunity if you're using social media, it will help you a lot that you can reach to a student.
Mhm.
So, but one thing I want to ask you, there are some tutor, I personally I am sharing my experience with you. When I talk to them, I think they do not have the interest like you. They do not have the interest to talk, and why they are on Cambly. Sometimes I think on Cambly there should be a person who is interested to talk to people, interested to share the knowledge, smiling. And it's these such type of people are needed for Cambly, I think.
Right.
So I have a lot of bad experience. I have a lot of good experience. I have met a lot of people like you. They're interested to talk. There are some people I have met. They are not interested to talk. Can you share your two experience? One is good, another is bad. Can you share two experience of yours?
So my experience with some students,
Yeah, one good and one bad.
mm, to be honest, I think personally, well, when I first started, for when I first started teaching on Cambly, it was a little bit nerve wracking, just because it was my first time teaching on virtually, and it was
Yeah.
quite difficult, especially when I would have students, um, not communicating, not being able to get their attention or get them to be able to speak to me in English when I would try to teach them. But over time, I think every student's unique. I think the only time I've had a bad experience was with older men from Saudi Arabia, just because their way of thinking is a little bit more traditional, and they believe in Allah, their God. They're Muslim, so they're a little bit more judgmental just because I have tattoos, I have piercings, and I'm a little bit more different than they are, the way they lived in their own traditional way. But besides that, I don't really let it affect me because I know in reality, this is what makes me happy, and they already lived their life. They're 50 years old. They're doing what they believe is right in their own eyes. The good thing about Cambly is that I get to meet really cool people like you. You know, I get to talk to people all around the world. From China, South Korea, um, what is it called? India, from everywhere. And I get to learn a little bit. It teaches me as well and they as I'm teaching them as well. So I think those two things, very, it's been a pretty good journey so far, I can say.
Yeah. And if we want to enjoy life, we have to live with us. Like whatever we love to do, we have to do. Then we can enjoy life. Yes or no?
I agree.
But one thing I want to know: when you have tattoo on your body, is it painful? I want to have one here, right here.
And where do you want
Uh,
to get one?
Here, right on here. Is
Like
it
right here?
painful? Like that. Like you.
Um, I, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, it definitely is painful because if you really think about it, it's a needle. There's the tattooers or the artist use different size of needles. So
Yes.
depending on what you're getting, like shading, outline, they use different needles. So typically, the needle is penetrating your epidermis of your skin, so it has to penetrate to go into your skin, so the ink can stay on your skin. So it definitely is painful, especially when it's like 10 hours of just sitting there and having a needle go over your skin.
And I must say, it was very painful for you. This
Oh
tattoo.
yeah, which one? The neck one? This one?
Yeah, no, no, on the neck
This
ones.
one? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. It's like because it goes all like this,
yeah.
and then I just recently got or got another tattoo. Let me show you. I just recently got this tattoo.
It is awesome. It is look like there is a water god. What is the name? Little bit.
Uh, so there's two words to describe it. It's a mermaid and a siren. A,
Yeah,
si-
it
a,
is.
s- a
Yes, yes.
siren is typically more evil.
I saw that in Aquaman. There was do you know the movie Aquaman?
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
And the hero has a lot of tattoo on the body, from
He
from
does.
ear to ear, all around the body.
Mhm.
The movie was a hit. There are two, but I think
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. So in India, what do people think about tattoos? Are
uh,
tattoos really popular among Indian citizens?
in the past, people used to think it is very bad according to the tradition. But
Mhm.
one thing I should say, if it was bad according to the tradition, then there are there. What happened? Okay, something happened to
You
my
okay?
throat. Okay, now I'm okay. Okay, in the
Okay.
past, everyone say that having tattoo is very bad. It is not in our tradition. But I have seen a lot of old men and old women. They have tattoo like their name written on the hand. Okay,
Mhm.
so according to me, it is good thing if you want to have. You can have. There are a lot of people in India where I live in my area. There are a lot of people. They have tattoo on the body, sometime on leg, sometime here. So it is okay. Everyone accept it.
Right. Yeah, I
But
think now back then definitely how you said. Sorry for interrupting. Back then, I think it was really traditional way of thinking about tattoos compared to now. I think people are more open-minded to him.
nowadays everything is okay. In our
Right.
generation, everything is acceptable. Yes or no?
Right.
We have to learn.
So-
Whatever we
right.
love, we can do. It is our body.
Right.
I,
Exactly.
I I do not have because I fear because I think it is very painful. That's why I do not have anything.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a really painful process. But for me personally, afterwards, it's like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is my style. I like this style. This is what makes me.
Yeah, it suits you. It looks good
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate
because of your body shape. The way you look, it suits you. The tattoo suits you.
that.
You look
So,
like a hero. I must say.
thank you. I appreciate that. It's interesting because some people sometimes they look at me and they think I am a bad person just because, the um, how they used to look at it back then.
If you talk about there are some movie star like if there are some singer like there are some people they hate them and there are a lot of people they love them and I think you will have a little bit there will some people they will hate you but 99% will love you. I know that.
You're right.
Without hate
And
your
at the
life
end
is
of the
nothing. They will hate you. You will grow in your life. You will be successful like that.
right,
It's
you know,
thing.
and also it's like I always say, at the end of the day, if someone doesn't like me, that's their problem. I think when someone personally has a grudge against you or doesn't like something about you, it's something that they have to deal with in themselves.
Yeah. If they hate you, they do not love themselves. Do you know
Mhm.
that is a say there is a saying. If they hate you, they do not love themselves. I think.
I agree.
They're not happy in their life. They're sad. They have a lot of tension. That's why they talk like this. I think so.
I
I
agree. I
smile
think
all the time. 24 hour I smile without any hesitation. I always welcome people with open heart.
that's good. That's good. It's a good thing that you are constantly smiling, and because I think sometimes it's good not to smile. Depends on
Yes, so
how you're
there are some
feeling.
situation. Yeah. If you
Right.
smile, the situation will be very bad. You have to control yourself. So that time I control myself because there are some situation you cannot smile because you have to you have to support them. At the time I do not do that.
Hmm. That's
Did
good.
you have your breakfast?
So what was that?
Okay, what is the time right now there? What is the time right now there?
So right now it is 10:34 a.m.
Okay, then it's morning. Did you have your breakfast?
Not yet. I typically do intermediate fasting. I typically just have a green tea or a coffee and some water, and then typically around 1 or 2 p.m. I have my first meal of the day.
Do you know one thing? Do you know one thing? If you do fasting a lot, you look young.
It is true. Yeah,
It's true. I do
it's true.
sometimes
Yeah.
fasting.
Mhm.
Sunday I do fasting.
Yeah, no, it is true. I think that's what I learned in yoga.
Yeah,
Um,
yes.
they taught me that typically when you fast, you're detoxing your body from like
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 29.
You do not look like that. You know that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How old are you?
I am 23.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And you're teaching already? That's amazing.
And one thing I will say you, fasting is good for health. Everyone should do fasting. It helps them to, it saves them from heart attack.
Can you explain a little bit to me about that?
I want to say you, if you're doing fasting, then you will not have heart attack. Normally people have nowadays because of bad food. If you're doing fasting, it will help you.
Mhm. You know,
Yeah.
it is true because I think it's back then I used to be when I in 2019 when I first did my yoga retreat, I used to be a vegan where I basically didn't eat any animal products. I used to eat healthy fruits, vegetables, and I used to do water fasting for 3 days, where I wouldn't eat anything besides water. And
3 days. For
yeah,
three
three
days you
days,
did that.
3 days.
It is
Yep.
good.
But I think I had more willpower back then to compare to now. Um, it definitely, it definitely felt more deep, like clean, more energetic. I didn't need coffee. I didn't need any kind of like things. I didn't used to drink alcohol for a little while for like 4 months, or drink any coffee as well. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's okay if you take little bit of alcohol. It's okay. So much is very
Right.
bad.
Once in a while, know your limits.
Yeah. Okay. How many hours do you teach on Camly?
So let me check on my schedule. So let's say, for instance, like today, to give you an example, I typically teach on regular days like today, I teach about 8 hours per day. And
That's good.
like, yeah, so I usually teach Monday through Friday. I teach 8 hours, and then Saturday and Sundays, I teach like 4 to 3 hours a day.
Yeah, that's good. They should pay you they should pay you handsomely. It's necessary because they charge a lot.
I wish they would. I think I make fairly enough good amount of income, but
That's why you're here. That's why you're
my
here. Otherwise, you would not be here. Easy thinking.
exactly.
What
You
is
know,
your
I
plan
definitely.
for weekend?
So Saturday, I will actually be going to Vietnam for a trip. I have to change. I have to do I have to exchange my visa into education visa. So I'll be in Vietnam for 2 weeks.
Okay, do you like to ride or drive?
So I have to fly to Vietnam because it's
No,
pretty
no.
far.
I want to know. I want to know about your like and dislike. Do you like to ride or drive?
Mm, drive.
Why?
Like what? Can you give me an example exactly what you mean?
Do you like to ride bike or you like to drive cars?
Um, so I do like to ride motorcycles. However, I had a really bad experience. I'll show you where basically one of my legs was completely cut off. Let's see. Where's it at? Let me check. Sorry. Can't find it. I didn't see it yesterday. Sorry, I'm trying to find the.
It's okay. You take your time.
Yeah, because I had a really bad accident mm, not too long ago. Wait, okay, right here. Where's that? Um, I can't find it. I have so many photos, but I had a
Okay.
really bad accident
No, no. How long did it
where
take you to record?
to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me about a whole month to be able to walk again.
Okay, I can imagine how bad it was.
Yeah, it was like where on my foot, you were able to see my bones near my toes. The whole side of my right leg was completely ripped off. Um, my knee was completely. You can see my bone a little bit on my knee. So it was pretty bad. Where I didn't go to the doctor because I was afraid how much money I would spend. But then I was like, I need to go. The doctor said basically if I wouldn't have showed up that day, I would have had to have my leg amputated because I had gangrenous green in my leg, an infection in my leg.
Okay, you should have gone there the first day.
Yeah. But what do you prefer? Do you prefer to drive or ride a motorcycle?
I like to ride.
Nice.
I
Do you have
I
your
also
own?
I also had an accident, like
Really?
you.
Was it a really bad accident or?
Yes, it is really bad. I have also picture. I cannot show you. It is on my computer.
Mhm.
It'll take some time to
Are
search.
you right? Are you outside right now?
No, inside home.
Oh, because I can hear the birds singing. Sounds nice.
Okay, it is like picture. I can show you. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
That's right. You can hear the sound.
Yeah. I mean, right now I live in the city, so it's completely different from where you live.
Yeah, you like to live in city area or you prefer to go to village area?
More village, but I live here because I do Muay Thai, like boxing,
You're
and
also a fighter.
yeah, no, not a fighter, but more a lover than a fighter.
Okay, then do you like to watch UFC or WWE?
Sometimes, sometimes I do watch it, not much frequently, but I used to in the past.
UFC
How
is a
about you?
dangerous fight, isn't it?
What was that?
Sometimes I think WWE is not true, but UFC looks natural.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's true either.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
think
do
it's
not like
a
to watch that.
right.
But
But
UFC
do
is
you
true.
do you play any sports?
I do not play. Sometimes I like to play cricket, but I love to watch volleyball.
Hmm.
But I do not. I like to watch fight, but not like WWE. But UFC I watch sometimes
Okay. What do you like about those?
because I feel the pain. I feel like their moves. I like that. But on WWE, in WWE, I do not like. I think they are fake
No, I think it is. I think it is actually fake. Um, I think
because there
it's
is
what's it
a
called?
there is there is a E in the end. Entertainment, isn't it?
That's so true. I never looked at it like that.
That's why.
And that's interesting. Yeah, that's why. I mean, go
No,
ahead.
no. I said there are a lot of series like do you know about the Flash? There was a series, the Flash. Do you know about that?
Which one?
There is a whole series. Like, there are a lot of season. There is a series, the Flash.
No, I never heard of it before.
That was my favorite series. I watched the whole series. And it was really interesting.
Mhm. Have
Okay,
you ever traveled? Have you ever traveled outside of India?
I have never traveled outside of my city. You know that
Why not?
I want to. In future, I will do that.
Mhm.
Due to some problem, now I cannot
What?
go. In future, I'll go.
Right. What is one
Yeah.
one place you would like to visit?
Okay, I want to see snow.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to feel that. So I'll go to a place there will be snowfall.
Yeah, I love seeing snow too. I used to live near a place where it snowed quite frequently.
Okay, do you like that when it snow
Oh,
and
I love
snowfall? Do you
snow.
like the situation?
Yeah, of course, of course. It's a different world for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
So
definitely, hopefully, fingers crossed, you get that
I like that.
opportunity to, right? But
Okay,
you
our
know,
time is going to be finished. It's only 33 seconds left. So it was wonderful talking to you. Nice meeting you.
yeah, it was a huge honor speaking with you. I really like your energy, by the way. You feel
Yeah,
like you're, yeah, I feel like you're a good teacher back in your homeland.
okay, see you soon. See you soon. I must say see you
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. Have a great rest of your day.